Yo, what's up everybody? On today's video, we go to Holmes Beach on Anna Maria Island, Florida. And then it turns from a beautiful beach day into a straight up massive thunderstorm with everybody trying to flee the beach to get away from the thunder strikes. According to a website called tougaloo.edu/map, Holmes Beach, Florida, here in Bradenton, is allegedly a sundown town. I want to send a thank you to the subscriber that sent me this website that tracks sundown towns throughout the United States. But I'm also going to tell you, I can almost guarantee you that Holmes Beach is not a sundown town. Not only are there a lot of black people on this beach, but I can guarantee you that they are not giving two craps who thinks they can't be there. In fact, I actually have a friend who's black who works on this island. And yes, it is true that there are only 6 black people living on Holmes Beach, but that's also because it's freaking expensive. But besides the point, I'm on this island all the time, being the closest beach to where I currently live, and I can assure you I see black people here all the time at night. We can pretty much say that that's not accurate, but let's get out there, enjoy the beach, meet some people, do some metal detecting, and just have a great time on one of Florida's greatest beaches that I can assure you is definitely not a sundown town. For one, between 30 to 60% of the people that I meet on this beach are tourists from other parts of the country or even other parts of the world, and they can give two craps about what the crap a sundown town is. So I just want to be clear that the closest beach to where I live definitely isn't a freaking sundown town. According to this same website, Venice, Florida is a sundown town. We've actually done videos in downtown Venice, Florida at night with black people playing basketball in the basketball courts there. As far as I'm concerned, Venice and Holmes Beach really do not belong on this list. Now, if somebody has a particular experience that they want to share on these beaches, I would definitely love to hear it. I'm not about discrediting other people's experiences, despite how hard to believe they may sound, but there it is. Holmes Beach, Florida. Is it really a sundown town? I seriously doubt it, because I see black people here all the time at night. And please believe, in my understanding, if somebody were to bother them in a racial type of way, the vast majority of people out here would have a serious problem with that. Are there horrible people here? There's no doubt about it. I live in Lakewood Ranch, which is far inland from Holmes Beach, and I've noticed that there's a trail where I live that an African American woman goes jogging in, and somebody purposely leaves watermelons on the trail. And I can absolutely guarantee you that the person that's doing it is the one who has to hide, because if they get caught doing some crap like that out here, the vast majority of people in this community are not going to put up with it. And keep in mind that the people that do these types of things, they're not going to do it out in the open. They're going to find ways of doing it discreetly to not draw attention, because they know that the vast majority of people don't agree with that crap. So I'm not saying that there aren't individuals out here that are horrible. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, but that's not the general sentiment of the area. And please believe, everybody's welcome out here.
Have you found anything?
Not today. I found a woman's gold ring 2 days ago.
Yeah? Did you find out who the owner was or no?
No, it's just a regular ring. Unless it's something like ridiculously expensive, I don't care.
Yeah.
Usually everything that I find while metal detecting, I put it on the Southwest Florida Metal Detecting Facebook group. So if somebody has a claim to something and they can prove it's theirs, then it's on the internet either way. So here's the actual post that I put up on the internet in case somebody had lost this ring. They could try to claim it. But again, if you're metal detecting, honestly, you find something, it's pretty much yours. there is an etiquette among metal detectors that if somebody loses something and they get a metal detector to go out there and try to find it, or pay somebody to try to find it for them, or they're posting it on the internet looking for it, then definitely it's theirs. They're making an effort to get it back because it meant something. But if you lose something on the beach, you forget about it, and like a month later somebody metal detects and finds it, and you gotta really make an avid effort to get it back, it really belongs to the person that found it now, because you pretty much abandon all efforts to try to reclaim it. I'm not really sure what the legalities of it are, but I'll tell you this: if I ever find something on the beach, somebody has a legitimate claim, they can with evidence prove not only that they owned it, but also they knew where they lost it. In that case, clearly you found something that somebody lost, and the right thing to do is return it to them. What I kind of don't like about metal detecting etiquette is, like, today there was like 5 or 6 people metal detecting on this beach. One of the people that was metal detecting, when they would find something they didn't want, they would just leave it there next to the hole they dug. They wouldn't cover up the hole, and of course they would leave the metal item on the sand next to where they dug the hole. And metal detecting etiquette means that if you dig a hole, whatever's in that hole, you have to extract it and throw it away so that the next metal detector doesn't have to dig another hole for it. So when it comes to respecting the etiquette of metal detecting, it's really messed up when, you know, there's metal detectors out there that definitely do not respect any of that etiquette. If you watch the woman right here that's metal detecting, she actually drags her stick as she metal detects. That lets her know where she's been. That's super smart. She's definitely a professional metal detector. I see her out there all the time. She's definitely devoted, and I feel like if she finds something that's valuable, I think it's hers, unless somebody like really posted it on the internet and really made an avid effort to get it back. But if she finds a $3,000 or $4,000 ring, I think she deserves it. I mean, she's out there in the sun and heat all day long, metal detecting back to back. Maybe it's even her full-time job. I think she deserves to keep it. Why not? She found it. She definitely worked for it. So I don't really know what the proper metal detecting etiquette is. Me, if I dig a hole on the sand, I always cover it up once I'm done. If it's in the shoreline, I don't cover it up because when the tide comes back up, it'll wash it away. But on this particular day, there was definitely somebody out there metal detecting, digging holes they weren't covering up. You can see right there to the left of me a hole that somebody dug. They definitely made no efforts to cover it up. A lot of the guys that metal detect are pretty cool, but you'll meet a few of them that are kind of weird. They don't want to talk to you. They just, especially if you're another hobbyist, like they almost give you the stink eye. It's kind of weird. Like they think they own the beach or something. I'm not sure, but there's definitely all types of different etiquettes on what's right and wrong when you're metal detecting.
No sé porque yo la veo
Aquí no hay nadie. Those yellow posts right there are sea turtle nesting sites, and there's quite a bit on these beaches of Florida, especially during particular times of the year. Don't go near them. You're not allowed to touch them. You're not allowed to mess with that. That's like protected species, so don't ever mess with those areas. you imagine what type of piece of crap person has the nerve to go up to another human being who's enjoying their time on the beach and try to tell that person that they don't have the right to be there? Personally, what I would do is I would record the person saying that, and then I would sue them. And if they really live on this island, they could lose millions of dollars in property. I mean, there's nothing that a good lawyer loves more than a lawsuit against somebody who's freaking loaded. And I just feel like if the people on this island that own multi-million-dollar properties really have the nerve to do that to people, then that's just the way I would go about handling. I would be happy. I would personally, I would love for somebody who owns millions of dollars of real estate to come up to me with that type of vocabulary, and I could record it, because it would just be a perfect lawsuit. Not today. I found a woman's ring 2 days ago.
Do you make YouTube videos?
Yeah, that's my job. Alright guys, I just made a huge mistake. As you can see in front of me, it looks nice and sunny, but behind me, it's gonna rain. And Katie is actually where the rain is, way over there. It means it's probably raining right now where Katie is, which means she's not gonna be happy that I left her in the rain. And I couldn't tell. It's definitely gonna rain. Besides that, you just don't want to be on the beach in the rain because thunderstorms. So I'm walking this way for hours and I don't see any rain, nothing out of the ordinary. And then I look behind me and I'm like, crap, dude, quite literally there's a thunderstorm coming. So let me try to walk back as quick as possible. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to be quick enough, because pretty sure Katie is not going to be happy to get rained on, because I ventured off and wasn't paying attention. So we got to get back now, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get rained on, because I've walked, I don't know, literally for miles now. Not much. I just realized I'm walking this way, blue skies, right? My wife's out there. I'm walking in this direction, right? Beautiful blue skies. I didn't realize it's raining behind me.
Oh, it sure is?
Oh yeah, my wife's gonna beat me. She's like, what the crap, you left me out? Because I walked for like a mile or two, right? I'm not paying attention, I'm just walking.
Yeah.
I look behind me, I'm like, the wife is over there.
You better get going.
I know. But yeah, like, always keep an eye at 360 when you're on the beach. Beer can there. Somebody lost their glasses over here. Are they worth anything? Sometimes glasses can be worth a lot. Oh, almost. Not quite extreme low tide, but definitely very low tide. Great for metal detecting. It's definitely raining where I left Katie. She's not gonna be happy. Maybe she won't care. Katie's the most carefree person on earth. If she's happy, she's happy. That's one thing about Katie. She ain't gonna let nothing ruin her happiness. Let's try to get back over there. Deep in. The metal detector found it. ¿Se acabó la fiesta? Ya, se acabó la fiesta. No, una chapita de metal. Pero el que busca encuentra, olvídate de eso.
Pero han encontrado otras veces, ¿eh?
Hace 2 días me encontré un anillo de hembra de oro, pero no era de oro, ¿verdad? Era un baño de oro.
Ajá.
Sí, aparecen cositas. Ahora, hay que meterle ganas.
Claro.
O sea, esto no es que tú vas a llegar aquí, esto es...
Encontrarlas todos los días, ¿verdad?
Pero hay que darle duro. Pero es divertido.
Claro.
Y es ejercicio.
Al que le gusta y tranquilo.
Ya tú sabes. Pero cuando me encuentro una cadena así como esa, así, ya ahí sí cambia, todo. Ahí sí ya. Oye, mi gente, disfruten.
Igual.
Sí, esto es bueno para entretenerse. Y buen ejercicio.
¿Tú vives para acá, para esta zona?
Yo vivo aquí en Bradenton.
Oye, cerquita.
Sí, ¿ustedes están de vacaciones? Sí. No, esto aquí es un área tranquila. Mucho trabajo, esto es increíble. Sí, esta área es bien buena. Disfruten, hermano. We're gonna leave?
It's about to...
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, wanna go? Let's go. Yeah, I figured, there they go. They're all gonna start leaving now. Dude, do you see how many people were metal detecting?
Yeah.
The chances of you finding something with that many people metal detecting are slim. And I know the girl, she's out here all the time.
Yeah.
Whoa, lightning strike.
Yeah, we should go.
You should probably leave. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be out here in a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Maybe like it'll stop raining in like an hour or something. This would be great with all these people leaving all at once for metal detecting, but I don't think Casey wants to stay.
Where's my money, man?
Oh yeah, just leave the gold chain here somewhere. I'll find it. All these people leaving at once will be awesome for metal detecting. Maybe I should just give Katie the key. De oro, puro oro. Ahí va la mochila llenita de oro. La bolsita está más llena que la panza. Time to flee now. Time to leave. Vámonos todos. Saliendo de la playa con tremendo aguacero. So as I drove away from this beach, I could hear rap music, reggae music, cumbia, bachata, merengue, all types of Latin music playing in this parking lot. It's hard to believe that a place that has this much diversity and this many tourists from many parts of the world could in any way be seen as a sundown town, simply because the population that lives here is predominantly white. Of course, with real estate here being into the millions, not everybody can afford that type of real estate. I love the concept of making a map of sundown towns. However, I will say that this map is vastly inaccurate, including places like Venice and Holmes Beach, simply because the residents are predominantly white. That doesn't exactly make it a sundown town. There are towns in Florida, however, that I know are sundown towns, like Stanahatchee, for example, yet they're not listed on this website. To include a place like Holmes Beach and Venice Beach on this list is, to be honest, very inaccurate. Yes, it's predominantly white because it's a very expensive region. Does that mean that the white people there are racist? Absolutely not. I lived in central Alabama, where we really did have a lot of sundown towns. And when I look at their map of Alabama, I don't see any of the known sundown towns that I am familiar with on their map. I would definitely say that while the concept of creating this map is a pretty cool idea that could help a lot of people, the actual information, however, is definitely inaccurate or misrepresented. You want to talk about sundown towns? Why isn't Deepville or Holtville, Alabama? Some parts up in there should definitely be on this list. They're definitely sundown towns, especially around Holtville, Alabama. Great people. I've worked for them. Amazing people out there. I'm not saying they're bad people. They're awesome people, but it's definitely a sundown town. So why? It's a place like Stanahatchee and Holtville, Alabama, not on this list, but Holmes Beach is. There's some inaccuracies with this website. Great idea, but definitely not accurate.